Right. Well, we've sort of been chatting, Trev, while you were connecting in, but I suppose we can kick off and see if there is anyone else who joins the session. Just chatting to Eugene about the promoter and affiliate link that he will get. But other than that, I don't know if there's any other points or questions, Eugene, that you've had in the interim.
Yeah, I chatted to two people yesterday. One is a freelancer and the other one has gone on her own. And she used to be in the exhibition industry, and what's happened now is she's got a contract with the Ballito shopping mall, Junction. And I was just picking her brain with, also again, the virtual route. And they're both quite keen to be on board. So I just wanted to find out from you guys, can they join the meeting on Monday to introduce themselves? The one, she's a very funky graphic designer / artsy person with quite a large network. So, there's, I think, also opportunity for her, in that, and we could like piggyback off of her network as well. And then the other one, Amanda, just from an exhibition background, and also with her being involved with the Ballito Mall, I think, we could, I think it would be a great opportunity there.
Okay, no, that's 100%. You're welcome to invite anybody who has an interest in the fair of any sort to join these sessions. So be it somebody who has skills to offer or networks to offer or wants to exhibit, or just wants to find out more. So these sessions are completely open to anybody who wants to find out a bit more about the fair and what we're planning and what we're doing and what's available and how they can get involved. So you can extend the invite quite freely.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because Lauren, the freelancer, she's now currently with the lockdown. She's doing a lot more, marketing and digital courses online and that. So she's trying to upgrade herself during this lockdown, which is great.
Yeah.
So she's very, very keen, to work on a platform like this.
Fantastic. Yeah. No, we'd love to have people like that on board. One of the offers we've been putting out there is exactly for those kind of skills, to say, come tell us what skills you've got and let's see, how we can benefit each other. What can we offer you? What can you offer us? What kind of deal can we do? That's mutually beneficial. So I'm very keen to have, some funky designers, as you put it. Trevor's our current sort of profile of a funky designer. So, you can see we've got a problem on our hands.
Ivan, just a quick question from our side. What I've been looking up a lot of yesterday is I was getting a lot of contact details for mall management. So I've got like the mall management for the Mall of Africa. I've got Cresta, I've got Southgate Mall and things like that I want to propose that they come onto the virtual expo. But what happens if they were to skip the expo and just go straight to the mall, to the virtual mall? How do we handle that one?
Well, the current sort of pricing for the virtual mall is 13,500 Rand for the year. We've bundled it into the fair with the premium membership with the fair and the mall at 13,500. So it would almost seem silly not to take the entire bundle, but if they don't want to be part of the fair, that's fine. We're happy to take them into the mall at that level. So but let's see, let's say if the Mall of Africa comes along and says, look, I've got 500 stores, we're going to do a deal for the mall, we'll sit down and chat and negotiate a deal that works for everybody. So don't fixate on a price for a big opportunity like that, and put people off because they don't understand the possibility. Let's rather say, this is what the standard pricing is for the mall and the fair. But if you're bringing, as I say, 500 stores to the game, let's have a discussion with the team and see how we can actually benefit everybody.
Okay, because it was just a couple of the people I was targeting yesterday, and I thought it was just a question I must bring up with you, because discussing the virtual mall with them as well, but I don't really have anything to per se to show them of the actual virtual mall. Like, remember when Gavin started, he had the image and he had all that stuff of the actual virtual mall, what it would look like and all of that. So they're only seeing the actual trade fair at the moment, not seeing any backing to the mall as a background, if you want to put it in that term.
Well, let me pick up that point with Gavin and see what we can put together, you know, as an additional marketing element for you guys.
Yeah, because you see, because as it currently stands, we're proposing obviously the fair as the main one that we want to get everybody on, and then the virtual mall is an added value. Yes. But currently, we don't really have anything to show of a virtual mall.
Sure. Okay. Good point. So I think we'll definitely pick up on that, and you know, I mean, Gavin's obviously got his setup, which you know, we can piggyback off and use. But I think in essence, the concept from the trade fair to the mall is fairly similar. So the e-commerce shop that will be inside the trade fair with your products and services and your logos and whatever will be migrated straight into the mall as it is. So okay. You know, it's a simple transfer of whatever work has been done for the fair into the mall.
Straight into the mall.
Without needing to actually do additional stuff. So whatever they set up in the mall in the trade fair would be the starting point for the mall. And you know, once they're in the mall, they can then grow that. So you know, add additional product services and those sorts of things. So you know, the trade fair is really the kickoff point where we're looking to expose people to the opportunity, the technology, give you know, exhibitors a chance to engage with new potential customer bases and other businesses, and you know, attract people with typical fair type special deals and those sorts of things. Obviously, once you're into the mall, your pricing will probably revert to a more standard sort of pricing as you would in a normal shop. But you know, we want to create that sense of urgency for the trade fair, like you would with any trade fair. You know, what can I get if I come to the trade fair? What's on offer? What's the special? What's the giveaway? You know, how do I attract new customers? So those kind of things, as you guys know better than I do, probably from a trade fair perspective. But that's the only real difference between the two at the end of the day is, you know, there's going to be a limited window of opportunity for visitors and guests coming to the trade fair, as there would be with any trade fair. But then for the exhibitors, there's the additional benefit of the mall, which is a standard e-commerce environment.
Okay, awesome. Okay, now that was just all I had to really ask this morning, so I'm good from my side. Thank you.
Great. Dylan, hi there.
Hi, good day. Sorry about the late entrance there. A couple of PC issues. Sure. How are you doing? How's everybody?
Good, thanks. And yourself?
Hi.
Yeah, from my side, I don't really have too many questions at this point. Just trying to figure out how to market it, maybe on LinkedIn, maybe on Facebook. You know, what exhibitors to market. I haven't had feedback from one or two of the organizers. I've sent an email through, so I'll follow up with them as well. I'm finding everybody seems to have a bit of information overload at the moment, so that you want to try to zone into it and get them to take note of what you're doing, and that's quite difficult at the moment with all the information overload. You know, myself included as well. I think that's just what it is. So it's finding a way of zoning in, getting people's click onto it, and then take it from there.
No, absolutely.
But otherwise, questions from my side at this point, I don't really have too much feedback. Just maybe looking at a LinkedIn, Facebook sort of campaign, you know, to see where we can get possible exhibitors on board.
Great. Have you registered as a promoter, Dylan?
I did try register the promoter under Dawn's code. It just I don't know what it is with my PC lately. When I put in the code, it doesn't actually. It takes me to Quicket, but it doesn't take me to where I can put in the code and register. I do have an account there. I must just give it a try again.
Okay, so we were just chatting to Eugene because he had a similar challenge yesterday. So the way it works, if you've got an existing Quicket account, that's fantastic. So log into that account, and then just copy and paste that link that Dawn sent you into your address bar. That
Yes.
should then link you in.
Should.
Yeah. So the only thing you need to make sure that you've got with inside your Cricket profile is that you put your banking details and everything in there, because remember, Cricket will do the payout once the event is complete.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
So it won't actually link you to the event unless you fully populated your profile inside. But
makes sense. I just didn't want to do everything and then leave the code out. So that's why I was a bit worried about it. Then all of a sudden we set it all up and then we've missed a step. All right, now that makes sense. I'll do that.
And so once you've got to that point, then Cricket will actually email you your affiliate link, which you can use then in those promotions that you're doing and those communications that you're doing. So everything that you do is then linked specifically to you as the promoter.
Yes.
You don't miss out on any of the people you're bringing in. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Still trying to figure out that market, but there is a market there. There has to be.
Absolutely.
I know the market's there. Just how to get them and pull money out of people's difficult. Everybody's holding on to every cent.
Absolutely. Look, I think people are scared. They don't know what's happening, where it's going, where things are going. But the trouble is, the longer you sit on your hands, the more your resources are going to drain away, and the less proactive you're going to be in looking for results. So we really trying to encourage people to realize they need to do something. Sitting on your hands and not making decisions is not being proactive. And
look, yeah. I do believe that a good step in the right direction is e-commerce opening up all their sales.
Yeah.
So that does help a platform like this a lot, that now it is open to everything besides alcohol and tobacco. But I mean, at least it's open to everything. So, whatever they do on the platform, if they do have an e-commerce site to it, they can promote their whole site to it. And I think that's quite exciting as well.
Yeah, and bear in mind, folk who don't have their own e-commerce, it's all provided in the platform as well. So it's fully e-commerce enabled. So that those guys who don't have a current e-commerce presence, they'll have it in the trade fair, and if they sign on for the mall as well, they'll have it in the mall. We'll fully provide it, as part of the system.
Awesome.
Yeah, so they don't need to actually worry about it.
If
they've got their own, we just link back to their own, which is also fine. So
that's it. I was kind of thinking a lot of people that would generally have more space companies and stuff would probably start an e-commerce delivery sort of system for their stock. I think that would be the way of the future. That's the way it's going to be.
Absolutely,
and they would have to promote that.
Yeah. So ultimately, I agree with you. I think what we'll find is that what will happen with things like the trade fair is it's about aggregating potential customers. And then cross-pollinating the businesses with those different databases and so on. So as you've said, people are going to have to work out how to get their products to the end user at the end of the day, and that may well mean them setting up their own stores. But if they don't want the hassle of that infrastructure and that cost, because there's obviously cost associated with setting those environments up.
Cost.
We're going to provide it. So then all they have to worry about is engaging with the courier to deliver. Once the setup is all done. So I think there's again significant benefit for people who aren't already operating in that e-commerce space to get on.
That is a good opportunity.
Yeah. Hey, Grace. You muted, Gracie. Can't hear you.
Saying sorry I'm late. I was battling to log in with the network. That's a bit slow this morning, but I'm finally here.
Good. Well, welcome. Yeah. How's it going?
Thank you.
How's it going on your side? Everything okay?
Well, trying to set up and take advantage of the level 3 and shift to online and e-commerce. So I'm excited about that. Yes.
Fantastic. Good.
Good time. Thank you.
Good. All right. I think with the group that we've got here, we've covered most of the questions. Trevor, I don't know if you've got any thoughts. I see you bounced off again for a while and are back. So you're obviously having some challenges with your connectivity. Yes, Dawn?
I was just thinking, what marketing people are really good people to start with, because they're lost right now. So and they've got great databases. So if you know any marketing people, I was just going through my phone. I've dealt with several. I'll be in touch with them because they've got great databases, and I'm sure they're also scratching their heads now wondering what to do.
No, absolutely. I think that, the key is to get clarity in our own minds about exactly what the message is, as Dylan was saying. I think the more clarity you get, the more we repeat what we're offering and how we see it rolling out, the easier it's going to become to talk to people about the offering and why they should get in. So I think that's that for me is important. Yeah, and like we said in our earlier session, we're looking for good quality inputs from people. That must go and check out the site. See where it doesn't work for them, see where it does work for them. Let us know, because it's it is a work in progress, as we've said a number of times, and the more quality input we can get, the better. Both from the physical, the actual environment itself, as well as the marketing and the promotion side of it.
Yeah, and just from my side, I'm sorry, guys.
No,
I'm actually glad because I was just listening to everyone now. So pretty much everything that you guys are saying is put me at ease now, because you're answering questions as we go. Because I was about to ask about malls. I'm a Durbanite, Belito boy, well, ex-Joburg. So, I've got a couple of connections with the malls like Gateway and Pavilion and that. So I would like to attack them and get them on board with this. So yeah, just let me know when we do have something that I can show them, because that will sell. And then what I wanted to ask is, on an exhibition point of view, are we getting organizers involved, or what's the idea? Is it just directly to exhibitors, or do we get the likes of organizers involved on this platform?
Yeah. Well, for organizers themselves, they're also sitting on their hands at the moment, aren't they? So, and they've got databases. So again, I think there's a great opportunity for them to come on board, either in their own capacity or, in the capacity of their particular niche market, and then bring their market to the system as well. So, there's absolutely an opportunity for promoters. We'd love to see them on board, one of the opportunities we've spoken about a couple of times in the past is the ability to have either white labeled or industry specific fairs post this one. This one is, we're going across the board. We're not restricting any business that wants to get involved from getting involved. We're opening it completely as far and as wide as we can. But we do understand there's a certain way of thinking, a certain mindset in the marketplace that says, we want a trade fair that services this market, or we want a trade fair that services that market specifically. So a themed event. And we're going to be definitely offering that to anybody who comes and says, look, I want a themed event. Can you guys provide the platform and the means to do it? I'll bring my database. Absolutely, that'll be on the cards once this event is over. But even within this event, we're looking to potentially provide themed verticals within the infrastructure that we've got already. So it'll if somebody again comes and says, look, I'm happy to bring my database on board, but I want our guys to fit in this particular part of the trade fair, and I want it to be themed around my special interest. We will engage with them on that basis as well. So yeah, please don't exclude anybody at this point in time. I think it's okay,
cool. Because I was also thinking convention centers would also need a bit of I think that, I don't know your thoughts on convention centers, but they also sitting on their hands at the moment.
Absolutely. Those environments, convention centers, B&Bs, those sort of places, they've got a huge challenge on their hands, and they've got to reinvent themselves. They've got to find a way to actually make use of those facilities. And possibly one of the things, and many of them have great recording facilities and sound facilities and things like that. One of the ways might be to set up specialized environments within in there that are meeting the requirements of social distancing and sanitization, but providing broadcast facilities, environments for people that, or even just recording environments for people that want to talk about their products, display their products, show their environment. So I know those guys are running scared at the moment. They don't know what to do with these massive infrastructures they've got that are costing them lots of money and generating nothing. So yeah, we're open to chatting to guys like that and seeing if we can explore ways of reinventing what they use their space for and how they do it, because they must be quite frightened at the moment.
Yeah, cool.
Right, am I on?
You're on, Trev.
Thank you. What does Eugene do?
Oh, okay. My background is a designer, 3D designer. So, if somebody wants to stand at a show, then I just do the pretty pictures in the background.
All right.
So yeah, I've done that for a couple of years.
And you asked for some collateral to go and chat to the malls. And I also heard you're a Belito boy. So that's where I spend a lot of my time, in the surf. Nice. There. Do you know Chris Morris there?
Chris Morris.
Mike Bengelli. These boys are all born and bred in the surf. We'll introduce you to a few of them at some point.
Dylan's about half your age, Trevor, so he probably hasn't met any of these old boys. So.
That's Eugene I'm talking to. He doesn't know where the surf is, Dylan. I think he's in Joburg, yeah?
We can sit and have a cold one at Hops and watch the oak surf.
Okay. And so Granny's Pool is where we spend most of our time.
That's it, yes.
Yep. And now, Eugene, when you're asking for some collateral to take through to the malls, we've put a little PowerPoint presentation together, but I'd love for someone with your particular skill and expertise to have a look at it. Because the biggest challenge we've got is people, for me, are so busy running around doing their own things. Well, I don't know if they're running around in circles doing nothing and just digging deeper and deeper holes, but they're not taking the time to actually put their own skill into developing the collateral as they want. So the guy who put the PowerPoint presentation together is me, the most masterful designer of such collateral in the world. And if you buy into that, you'll buy into anything from a Joburg boy. So I'd love you to have a look at that if you haven't already had a look at it. Have you got it?
Yes, I do have it. Sure, I did have a look at it. So
did you
Sorry?
laugh? Did you laugh? Did you laugh? Yeah?
Yes, you're putting me under the bus here.
No, exactly. Yep.
It was very straightforward though, and it kind of, to me, because I'm already understanding what's happening, it made sense to me.
Yes.
But what I'm quite keen to do is, over the next couple of days, is maybe put something together, and we can build off of that. And see, it might be a good selling tool as well.
I thought you said you were a Belito boy.
Ex-Vali, but I've been in Belito since 2011.
So what do you mean for the over the next couple of days? I know you're doing absolutely zip right now. So
3D
can you have your collateral ready by 5 o'clock this afternoon?
No, it's my anniversary. Sorry, bud.
Ah, damn. Okay, by 5 o'clock tomorrow.
All right. Let me put something together, and then I think by maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll have something that I can show you guys. 3D work just takes a bit of time, but I'd like to put something together.
I'd love you to cull it, and then from there, I'll put you on to a boy who's doing a really big development. Oh, how many hectare is it, Ivan? Can you recall? Out there at Tinley Manor.
Okay.
Yeah. And, they've all had particular challenges, but these boys have come from Joburg. They know what they're doing. They've put it on hold, and I'll introduce you to them. They stay there just opposite Salt Rock Hotel. And I'll give you an
curry
introduction.
Ever.
Sorry?
They sell the best curry.
They do. But I'm not going to introduce it to anyone until I see the 3D rendition that actually improves our marketing promotion. Yeah, so let's see what you can do.
Yeah, look, and I think Eugene, there's another opportunity here for you as well, and that is to get you on as a potential supplier onto the trade fair for people that want customized booths. So
Yeah.
you know, we can get you hooked up. Sorry, I'm keep on calling you Dylan. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm seeing Dylan's face and not yours. But so Eugene, sorry, to get you on as a supplier, you know, for people who want customized stands and the like, and any other digital elements that they might want, you know, for the fair and for their shops afterwards.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
the
exciting.
beards. It's the beards. Ivan goes crazy for guys who come along with beards. I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Do not misinterpret my comments here.
No, that's right. I was saying, you know, that you'll also believe anything.
Okay. But again, anyone who's got skills to put into this, you know, just add in. This morning, I think we had someone who turned around and said, man, I've had a look at it, but I actually don't understand what you're all about in, as you know, simple 10 words. Well, I normally write in 3 words. So, and I think everyone perceives concepts completely differently. And what we must do is get the input of how people would like to see this being promoted, or how they believe that they can really promote it with skill. So let me really put Eugene back under pressure again. Dylan, I'm not putting you under pressure, because I heard you talking about this at the beginning of the week, and I know you've got this concept nailed here. But Eugene, you know, Belito boy, I've got to repeat this over and over again. What are the top 1, 2, 3 top likes for you, Eugene? The top selling features of this virtual trade fair. What hits you as a number 1 and number 2 and number 3? He's probably still in his costume. He's got his surfboard leaning against the back of the wall.
No, I've got my fuff mankini on.
You can't have, because I bought them all out.
I think for me, you know, I like things simple, and I like to, you know, when I do things, I like to explain it in a simple way. So for me, it's just access, ultimately. And I'll sum it up in 1 word. It's access.
Okay, so explain to me what you mean by access.
Well, I mean, this virtual thing, you know, the internet's open to everyone, and the bulk of people we know has got Wi-Fi, and, you know, they're upgrading it now, especially with what's happening. So, you know, you can access this virtual trade fair, I'm assuming, even on your cell phone, on a device. It's not just computer-based or PC-based or whatever. So it's just ease of access, and, you know, you build communication through that. You know, my son doing the Google Classroom, it's just been great, because I actually don't have to stress, because the teachers are loading everything and he's doing his own thing, and I just need to check it and it's done. So technology has come a far way. So for me, it's just ease of access in a nutshell.
Okay, I think that's damn good, because, you know, myself as a 65-year-old, and I'm looking after an 11-year-old granddaughter here, and I've just watched what's happened since we began the lockdown here, and they doing their virtual schooling. Why we haven't done this 10 years ago, I don't know, but the high-tech guys will tell me what all the problems were. But if you're into 3D rendering, I mean, you must see this as being an instant opening of opportunities for you, because more and more people are now going to believe in this virtual access thing. I believe in it. I didn't 40 odd days ago, but we had to do something. So this must be very exciting for you.
No, for sure. And just the concept, look, it is a new stepping stone, and there's certain things that I'd need to learn from my side, you know, to make it work with the virtual environment. You know, so for me, it's not just, it's an opportunity to grow with knowledge, or, you know, the excitement of it all. So it's new territory as well. So that's what makes it exciting.
And I'm going to do one more, because I haven't got a clock. I've got no technology around. My granddaughter's stolen my cell phone, so I can't even see where the time is on this laptop. It shows you the problem my business partners have with me. What do you think we've done well?
with regards to this whole virtual trade fair.
Yeah.
That's you've started.
Okay,
You've started.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to push you harder. You can see that you're not related to me at all, and I haven't prompted you. So what do you think we've done well?
What do you think? I think you guys have planted a seed and you've started something.
That's all it is.
That's what gets it going. You know, people talk, they don't do anything. What's nice about this is you can see, you know, who's logs on at 12 o'clock every day and who's talking about it and, you know, coming up with ideas. And it's the start, which is great.
And for me now, you've absolutely nailed it, because that's all we've done here. We've cobbled as much as we can together, and now it's time for the specialists, people like yourself, like Dylan, like Grace, that have been involved and turned around and said, okay, these guys got off their backsides, they've done something. Now, how can we tap into this thing, and how can we extract mutual benefit out of this? And the more you contribute, the quicker that we can actually grow this thing. Dylan, so I haven't had the chance to hear you talk. What do you feel about this? And Ivan, you cull it when you need to cull it, eh?
As I said before, I feel it's a great opportunity. You're interested in Eugene talking about the presentation, all that. I think that's very important. People have got way too much information. We need to be able to cut through that information like a knife and get the point across, straight across, get that understanding. Otherwise, it's just going to filter into the mass of everything everybody's dealing with at the moment. And I think that's a very important thing. And then who we're going to really target as exhibitors, and, you know, open up those databases, look into them. You know, all you can get out of the thousands of people is no's, you know, and a no isn't necessarily a bad thing. At least you've tried. So, you know, that's important. I think it's getting the promotion 100% right, that it cuts straight through, gets the point across, will resonate with the right person that will invest on the platform and get that out there and really get that out there.
And for you, same question I asked you, Eugene. What do you believe is hot, or what have we done well that stimulates you?
Well, I think it's getting it started. You know, it's the same thing as Eugene said. You know, thoughts control action, action controls results. That's what it comes down to. And you know, I felt myself in the same pit of when you say run around and get absolutely nothing done. There's a lot of that going around at the moment. So, you know, really get it up and going. I still believe that this is a good space for some of the organizers we deal with to kind of have a look at it, even if they come in as visitors on the first one, to see where they can run their own exhibitions. Because that would be a totally, because they've got very specific shows, very specific exhibitions and stuff, and they're going to need a platform. So this is a nice one. Even if we don't get them on board as an exhibitor, I really would like to get them in as a visitor, you know, and maybe even look at one or two, you know, with them as we get maybe a complimentary to organizers and people that do shows, just to come visit and actually have a look at it. Because I think there the light bulb will click on, you know, they're very face-to-face, so, you know, I still think there is definitely a big opportunity to build on from here.
Good stuff. And if I can ask, if you guys have not yet liked our Facebook site, go in there and like it. Because the more likes that we get, the more that it starts spreading around, and we start sharing it, then start making comments from your side so that we can link to you. And the more we share this with our databases, the more visitors we're going to get, whether it's on social media side or into the actual trade fair as well. So if you haven't liked Virtual Trade Fair, go and like it. We need those likes. You know the game. It's
So I think just to touch the base on that, so you'll find Virtual Trade Fair.africa on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. So if you can go into any of those and just look for Virtual Trade Fair, and you should find us. You know what the logo looks like by now. So you'll be able to recognize it. And yeah, if you can, these sessions are all going up onto YouTube as well. So you can always refer back to them if you need to. So yeah, I think we've run almost 8 minutes past the bottom of the hour, so I think we'd like to wrap up. So maybe just a quick last comment from those who haven't been interrogated by Trevor recently. and then we can end off for the morning. So, Grace, any final thoughts from your side?
I'm fine. I think if I have anything, I will reach out to you directly or to Dawn, or we can catch up tomorrow on that.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Good. Thanks. All right, Irene.
All good from my side. I asked all the questions I needed to know, so thanks, Ivan. Happy days, my side.
Great. Dawn, final thoughts from you?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram. So when I see someone advertising a product, I go and I send them a message. So I text the message into them about the virtual Trade Fair.africa. And as I push send, the logo actually popped on there, which was great. So it's already automated that it would pop onto anything with virtual Trade Fair.africa, which is awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah, we do have an Instagram account as well. I'm not sure if anyone's managing it at the moment, but yeah, we're trying to get out in as much social media as we can at the moment, given the resources that we've got. So if anybody wants to stick their hand up and help a bit there, we'd appreciate that as well. Good. Okay, folks, I think that's probably us done dusted for this week.
And Gracie also said that she'd pop in tomorrow. It's actually going to be Monday.
Monday, yeah.
Yeah, we've been going flat 24/7 here.
Yeah. So yeah, Monday to Friday we
Sorry.
So, no problem at all. Losing track of the days myself as well. I mean, it's
yeah, you know. Every day goes. Nowadays, webinars are happening every day, Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, any day goes. So
that's exactly it. Okay, great. Fantastic, guys. Have a good weekend. And yeah, we'll chat again on Monday. Cheers now.
Cheers,
lovely.
guys.